Dear students, a very warm welcome to our live webinar for today. Um, if you're joining us now, welcome to today's webinar. The topic for today's webinar is how to convert your creative streak into a rewarding career option. Okay, so we are going to have a short but detailed presentation on this topic, and we are also going to deep dive into the Bachelor's of Fine Arts program at MIT World Peace University. Dear students, you heard me say this before, but I am going to repeat it for you. We are currently accepting applications, admissions applications to this program of Bachelor of Fine Arts program. So please do check out admissions.mitwpu.edu.in after this webinar and go see the variety and the plethora of programs and academic choices that are available for you. We are, of course, going through an uncertain time right now with the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown of our country. I understand that this must be a very overwhelming and anxious time for all you students going through the crucial college admissions process. Dear students, let me assure you that the MIT World Peace University staff is working relentlessly to make sure that your entire admissions process is streamlined so that each and every one of you can successfully apply and participate in the admissions and selection process to your preferred choice. On that note, if you're already buzzing with questions on today's topic, I encourage you to go on to the Q&A section that we have for you today on this webinar. You can just type out your questions and our esteemed list of panelist members will be happy to answer you in detail. Okay, so without any further delay, let's get into today's topic. And we have Makaran sir here with us, who's going to take us through a very detailed presentation, after which we will join the rest of the faculty members for our live Q&A audio segment. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Suchi Madam. Good evening, dear students and their parents. On behalf of MIT World Peace University and School of Fine Arts, I welcome you all for this creative webinar. Today's topic is how to convert your creative streak into a rewarding career option. So for next 15 minutes, I'm going to inform you, explain you about the program and then about the career options. And I know that as you are here listening to this webinar, that means you are a creative person, you love sketching, you love drawing, you love painting, that's why you are here. And in the very first slide, you can see the creatives made by our students. Yes, those were students. So for the whole day, students are here and they are involved in various activities like group discussions, like illustration, like classroom activities and work. And I think that if you want to build a career in this field, you should devote your time fully in these 4 years, and you should take part in all the activities, and you should attend all the lectures, obviously. So here are some photographs showing you our 3D model making, live sketching, and even outdoor sketching. So you can see live model sitting on the table and the students are doing their practicals, and sometimes students, they go outside the classroom and they do sketching or drawing. So that's the fun because students love actually such kind of activities. So here are some artworks made by the student, and students generally exhibit their artworks in the exhibitions. So throughout the year, we actually conduct such exhibitions 3 to 4 times in a year. And you can see top our academic officials or the experts, they visit such kind of exhibitions. Other faculty members, they also visit the exhibitions. Students from various faculties, They also attend these exhibitions and they encourage our students. And our students are actually encouraged to sell their paintings and artifacts. And in this way, they get fully involved in such kind of exhibitions. Some students, they take part in the external exhibitions also. There was one international art exhibition at Pune, and one of our students actually participated in this event also. Visits is an integral part of the BFA program, and students, they just go outside in and around Pune. Sometimes they attend heritage walks also. Recently, they visited Bhavani Museum at Satara and exhibition at JJ School of Arts, Mumbai. So, and then you can plan such visits. Visits to different advertising agencies and the establishments is again important part because that gives you industry exposure. Students, they visit leading advertising agencies and they experience work culture in the professional life or in the advertising agencies. Rural immersion, I can say, is very different, and it is actually peculiarity of MIT World Peace University. And in the first year itself, students, they visit village, they stay there. Rural immersion program is designed to achieve social mission of the MIT World Peace University. And in this program, all students participate and they analyze various rural issues and problems faced by the people. They collect information and conduct surveys also to get inputs about their lifestyle and culture, and it helps in connecting India to Bharat. So I think this is a very novel concept in rural immersion. In the second year, generally students go for national immersion or national tour. And national immersion, generally such kind of programs gives exposure to the students at the national level. They gain knowledge about the art and culture in the various parts of the country. So students also meet the experts in the field, interact with them, and know the industry in a better way. And I think this is the most important part, international immersion program. This is so important that Honorable Vice Chancellor of MIT World Peace University, Dr. N.T. Rao, he has given a message for all the students, and he's saying that the students are enriched with unmatched learning by gaining exposure in terms of subject-wise knowledge. So students, generally, they participate in the academic programs when they are on international tour, and they also get the certificate from the foreign universities, this university. Organization will be 1,25,000 and it will be 8 to 12 days tour to Europe. Obviously, this will happen in your third or fourth year, and certain conditions may change at that time, and which will be informed to you. Yeah, this is the slide which shows you life at the campus. And you can see all the energetic faces involved in all kinds of activities. That's the, again, peculiarity of MIT World Peace University, that throughout the year, very events are organized, and students take part in such events. This is the cultural day, they are celebrating, ethnic day celebration happens, an annual prize distribution happens, and you can also see, again, our academic leadership is also participating in such events. Again, these are some of the photographs showing you tree plantation activities, yoga, and sports, which happens in the campus. These are the facilities which are offered by MIT World Peace University, like an auditorium, centralized library, gymnasium, and sports complex. Number of events are actually organized at MIT World Peace University to give students an exposure and provide them the right platform. And these events include Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad, the National Conference on Media and Journalism, National Teachers Congress, National Women's Parliament. And I can brief you about the Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad. It is a platform of politically activated students. So more than 10,000 plus students, they take part in Bharatiya Chhatra Sansad every year in the month of January. From the point of view of fine art students, I can say that students can participate for branding of such events, then designing various creatives, then social media creatives, and they get generally a very good exposure because of such events. This is the overview of the program. So this Bachelor of Fine Arts program, and we are offering specialization in applied arts, that is commercial art. This 4 years program, and we follow trimester pattern. Intake is 40. And fees we are charging 1,20,000 per annum. And obviously you can pay this fee in 2 installments. And 80% attendance is mandatory for the students. That line is there, but I'm sure that you love such kind of programs. So you'll be here throughout all the time, throughout the day, and 100% attendance will be achieving. So I am sure about that. This is the program structure of BFA Applied Arts. So in the first year, you learn visual communication, drawing and applied perspective, color and design, calligraphy. In the second year, you go for advertising ideas, drawing studio, information design, and some electives and of any specialization. So we are offering specializations in typography and calligraphy, illustration, photography, computer graphics, and exhibition display. This is our respected leadership at MIT-WPU University, and our Vice Chancellor is Dr. N.T. Rao, and Professor Dr. Ravi Kumar Chitnis is Pro Vice Chancellor of Faculty of Liberal Arts, Fine Arts, Media and Journalism, Performing Arts. Dr. Anuradha Parashar is Dean, Faculty of Liberal Arts, Fine Arts, Media and Journalism, and Performing Arts. And we are always guided by this leadership. There are some professors of practice or advisors, and Manish Bhatt is on our advisory panel. So Vijay Sharma, who is miniature artist, he is also on our advisory board, and other members who are academicians, they are also part of our advisory board. These are members of the faculty. I am Makarand Malve. Dr. Anuradha Vijay is head of the school. Nivedita Chaudhary and Samida Joshi, they are members of the faculty and assistant professors. And we are supported by the experts. You can call them as professors of practice. So we have full panel of professors of practice or visiting faculty, you can say. Here are the testimonials from the students, and such testimonials are important for any educational institute. So one of the students is saying that academic pattern here is extremely helpful. The trimester pattern helps you keep engaged throughout the year. Parents, they also speak good about the MIT-WPU University and School of Fine Arts. One of the parents is saying that my daughter has never got an opportunity to showcase her work, her talent before coming into this institute. But after coming here, she has got a chance to exhibit her work in college exhibition. But this is again important part, that is internships and placements. So generally summer internship is offered during the 4th year, that is during the 10th trimester. And in that semester, then you can get hands-on practice for designing. You get good internships through our internship and placement cell, and you can be part of publications, advertising agencies, or other companies in this sector. As far as placements are considered, you have a lot of and tremendous opportunities in this field because it's creative field, and career prospects include UI UX designer, that is user interface, user experience designer. This is a very new field actually. Then visual artists and illustrators in advertising agencies, graphic designers in again the printing field or designing field, or again advertising agencies. You can be part of exhibitions and events as designers. This again having a great scope. Set designers means you can design the sets for dramas or short films or films, so you can be part of that. You're learning photography also in this program, so you can try creative photography also after completing this program. Calligraphy is another aspect, that is artistic text. You can write in calligraphy, typography, creating new fonts, new designs. Art trainers and academicians means if you learn all the skills throughout these 4 years, then you can actually impart your knowledge to the next generation, and you can be a good art trainer or academician. As you're learning camera, Photoshop, editing softwares, you can be part of multimedia team, or you can start your career as multimedia artist in audiovisual field. And packaging industry is again a very different field. Then a lot of designs are required in packaging industry for the packaging material. So I think scope is tremendous for these applied arts or commercial arts. When you complete this program, so during these 4 years, you get some additional certificates like World Peace Program Certificate, Rural Immersion Program Certificate, National Immersion Program Certificate. internship certificate, certificates for attending conferences, international immersion program certificate if you opt for the international immersion tour. Then briefly, I will give you information about the admission procedure. So we have already started our admission procedure, and last date for the admission will be 30th of May. And eligibility for this program is 50% marks in aggregate in your 12th and 45% in case of candidates of backward class categories and persons with disability from the state of Maharashtra. So we have announced some dates for the entrance examination. Those dates are 27th May, 31st May, and 2nd June. But as you know, because of this pandemic situation, dates or the timetable may change. That's why disclaimer is also there that we retain the right of change in the schedule. So there is going to be an entrance test, and 100 marks entrance test will be there, and 1 hour duration will be there, and drawing test will happen in this UG-PET or this entrance test. And merit list will be prepared based on the result of this drawing test. So this is admission flow chart. That is, you apply on our website, then you appear for the entrance examination, then your name appears in the merit list, and you pay the first installment, that is 70,000 at the time of admission, and second installment is generally paid in the month of August. Then orientation will happen, and then you have educational loan also, so you can approach your bank for the educational loan. But here is another good news for the meritorious students, that there is special scholarship, Dr. Vishwanath Karad Merit Scholarship, and you can grab this opportunity if you have aggregate percentage of more than 95% in 12th and more than 90% in your 10th standard. Then there are other academic scholarships also. So there are brackets. So if you have aggregate marks more than 80%, then you can get this scholarship on your tuition fees. And other scholarships as per MIT-WPU norms for sports personnel and JNK students are also there. So this is our website, and you can visit our website mitwpu.edu.in, and you can see our page and the information. And if you want to download admission brochure or presentation, then this is the link on our website. These are other programs offered by our sister institutes in the campus. So these are our contact details. Once again, I welcome you all for this great program, creative program, and wish you best luck for your career. And I hand over now to Ms. Suchima. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that detailed presentation for all of us. Dear students, I'm sure you got a lot of clarity as to what to expect out of this program. And as you already know, that we are currently accepting admissions applications for the Bachelor of Fine Arts program here at MIT World Peace University. So feel free to, send in your admissions applications to us. We recommend that you be early in your admissions process and not delay it, since we are already in an uncertain situation with the COVID-19 pandemic. How it helps us is we are able to then get in touch with you and also let you know of the next steps, which is a necessary support system that I'm sure all of you will need in the admissions process. So again, do be a part of the early admissions process and not delay it. Okay, so now we are jumping on to our exciting question and answer round. Students, this is the time you get heard. So I urge you to pour in your questions in the Q&A section that we have for you. And our faculty members present today will be happy to answer all your queries. Okay, so we are now jumping on to a live Q&A segment. You can see that Anuradha ma'am is already here with us. I request Samidha ma'am to also join us on the video. And we also have Makaran sir here on this round as well. Okay, so we are getting lots of interesting questions, and our first question is coming from the student who's asking us, when are the classes going to start And are there any online classes for this program?
Okay, Suchi, I'll take that question. So
Yes.
a very good evening, everyone. Hearty greetings from MIT World Peace University, Pune, and more importantly, welcome to World of Arts, Applied Arts. I'm Professor Anuradha Parishar, and I'm Dean for School of Liberal Arts, School of Fine Arts, School of Media and Journalism, and School of Performing Arts. And today I'm joined by Makran Malavesa, who is the Director for School of Fine Arts, and Madam Samvita Joshi, who is Assistant Professor, School of Fine Arts. At the outset, thanks for showing interest in BFA Applied Arts program at MIT World Peace University, Pune, India, and our best wishes and blessings to all prospective students. May you clear successfully the selection process of BFA Applied Arts program. It's really very rigorous selection process, and we look forward to welcome you at MIT World Peace University, which is known as the world's first university for life transformation with 4 decades of educational experience. So now coming back to the question, uh, so the question is when are the when session will be starting. So as per academic calendar, we have planned that your induction and orientation program, it is planned on July 6th and 7th, and July 8th the session starts. This is, subject to everything going the way it is planned, and we are sure that we should be in a position to start our academic session on time, because we are fully equipped with all online systems and processes, just in case because of this COVID and pandemic situation, the things, the lockdown continues for a long time. So presently also, our students are not at any academic loss, because we are having online session for all our students. So we hope to start July 6th and 7th, induction day and orientation day, and July 8th, your session starts. So let's hope, and we look forward to see you on that day in the induction program. Yes, back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. Our next student is asking us, can I know the details about the entrance exam for this program?
Sure. As I said, that the selection process for this program is very rigorous. We have UG PET examination, that is undergraduate program entrance test. It is for BFA program, applied arts program. It is 100 marks drawing test of 1 hour duration, and the syllabus is sketching, drawing, painting of elementary and intermediate, level. As my colleague Makran sir, shared as part of his presentation, that the dates are 27th May, 31st May, and 2nd June. That time we were had, and the plan was that we'll be calling you at a dedicated examination center, because we conduct examination across India to identify the best and the most eligible student. But since this situation of pandemic and unprecedented situation is there, we are thinking for conducting online tests. So you will be having online tests for the drawing and all. You please wait for some time, and you will be advised, and you will get communication from the university about this entrance examination. So in nutshell, yes, entrance examination is there, 100 marks duration, drawing test. And I think I should invite Samvida here to share with you the format of the examination. Madam
Yes,
Samvida.
yes, thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone. First of all, those who are from Maharashtra, they know about elementary and intermediate grade examination. So, if you want to crack UG PET entrance exam for BFA Applied Arts, you have to study whole syllabus of elementary and intermediate drawing grade exam. And those who are not from Maharashtra, please go and check on the Google what is the syllabus of entrance exam, elementary and intermediate syllabus. You probably get 2D and 3D design, nature and product drawing, and memory drawing, and basic color theory of it. So you have to prepare these 4 things probably for to crack the entrance examination. Over to you, Suchi.
Great. Students, you heard firsthand what to expect in the entrance exam. I don't think you will get a more clarity, especially coming from our esteemed faculty members here today. And I really do hope that you made a note of it. All right, our next question is coming from a student who is asking us, and this is from Kanwal. He's asking us, what are the career options in applied arts, and can you share some income or payment figures?
Sure, I'll take that question, Suchi. So BFA Applied Arts program, actually, it's a dream program for many students who wish to, join here at MIT World Peace University. And a good thing about applied arts is that there's very less competition and there's more scope, and wide areas are open when compared with other discipline areas. So this is a program which is skill and talent based, and demand of applied artists is very high. So coming to the career options, how this program helps our student. So if you are thinking for advertising field, so visual artists, illustrators, graphic designers, they all come from BFA Applied Arts. Events and publicity, then photography or AV production, events and exhibition designer or set designer, drama, all these areas you find that applied artists, they have a big role to play in. Then you have UI and UX, that is user interface and user experience designer, multimedia artists, typographers, packaging industries, they all are looking for applied artists. Then you can become art trainer. So if you ask me, jobs, what exactly? So uh, commercial artists, they you can see them as arts director, creative director, graphic designer. Of course, painting and sketching is the basic and the foundation. So painter, and you can be sketching artist, commercial artist, animator, visualizers, product designer also, where applied artist plays a good role. Then you can think of gallery managers. Then we have community art workers, exhibition designers, where applied artists, they have a very big role. Then printmaker also, you find that this is also a big area for the applied artist. And if there's any campaign, for event or product or advertisement, card, invite, banner, poster, display, everything, you find that applied artist has a big role. Also, I wish to share with you that if you are having BFA degree, uh, so with this degree, you don't require B.Ed education, in the sense, in case you are planning for school education. So this is equivalent to B.Ed, but when it comes to other graduates, supposing somebody doing BA or BSc, they are thinking to go into school education as faculty member, they are required to do B.Ed as an additional eligibility to become part of the school education system. But BFA gives you direct entry into school education. So that these are the areas where you can really think for where there's great demand for applied artists. So back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing all that. Our next question is coming from Shatrupa Sarkar, and she asks us, my 12th was done from the West Bengal board. I was supposed to travel there to collect my transfer certificate. However, due to the current situation, I had to cancel my trip. Will I be considered to sit for the entrance exam and take admission for this program at MIT-WPU and get the TC when traveling regularizes?
Yes, of course. So what happens is, first is that you have to appear for the selection, this examination, and if your name comes in the merit list, then of course you are invited for the provisional admission, and this provisional admission is subject to confirmation on fulfilling your eligibility and submission of all the documents. Yes, you can appear for this examination, and just in case you cannot go to your native place to collect the documentation, uh, your status will remain provisional, and you can continue in case you are selected for the program. I think Makran sir would like to add on and throw some light
Yeah,
on this to advise student.
definitely. Even 12th results are not out, so all the admissions will be provisional. So you appear for the test and you will get sufficient time to actually provide the documents. So eligibility criteria can be fulfilled in the due course or in 2-3 months. So there will be no problem.
Yeah, so I just want to advise you focus on your cracking your this UG PET examination, and that document submission, of course, we can look into later. Back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. So Shatarupa and to all the other students, that is such good news coming in. Like I had assured you, we are all taking measures that are required to ensure that students get the best out of the admissions process. And of course, for things like your 12th standard results or your transfer certificate, you can, of course, come back to the admissions form and fill in those required details as and when you have those. And until then, the rest of the processes you can clear, and there should be no problem in that. Okay, so next question is coming from our student who's asking us, what is the International Immersion Program?
Okay, so we have three immersion program. One is a rural immersion program where we take our students to live with the rural community members. They stay there for 3-4 days, and they become part of the rural community, and they do mashal fairy and various other surveys and activities along for the along with panchayat, sarpanch members, and all those people, and they get first-hand data collection and information about rural community. So that's one aspect of immersion program. Second is national study tour, where we take our student for a study tour relating to the area nationally. So the full class goes for that. Now coming to your question, which is international immersion program. So in the same line, we want our student to get international exposure. So student, they go abroad in a university. They are there taking academic sessions almost for a week time, and they benefit from the culture, they benefit from the academic session, they get opportunity to interact with the student from foreign university, faculty from the foreign university, and idea is they should get international exposure. So that's the international immersion program, a unique program by MIT World Peace University for BFA applied arts students. I think
Yeah,
Makaran sir would like to add
yeah,
on.
I can add to this that you can see that we are not calling it as international tour, we are calling it as international immersion program, because it has its own agenda and you really learn something when you are on the international tour. And for BFA program, university has decided that there will be some student contribution, students will be contributing some amount, and then this tour is planned for Europe. But obviously it will happen in the third or fourth year of your program.
And just to supplement few more points, so before you those who student who are going for international immersion program, we make them to study about that country, about that university, about that applied arts program or the kind of program which they have specially designed for our student. They go there, they take the lessons, they come back, we conduct an examination, and based on that we also give them the certification for international immersion program. So it's a very rigorous, committed program where we want our student to benefit to the fullest from international immersion program. Back to you, Suchi.
Thank you so much, ma'am and sir, for that valuable insights that you shared. And students, I'm sure this is bringing even more clarity to you as to how rigorous and exhaustive this program is, and what a treasure of values and exposure that you will be getting from the national as well as the international immersion programs that are part of this degree. And of course, no degree is I think in today's time complete without such exposure, and definitely you can see the value in it. All right, our next question is from Srishti, and Srishti is asking us, can you please explain about graphics in a little more detail?
Sure, sure. So for this, I think I should invite Sameda,
Yes, yes, ma'am.
graphic designing.
Yes, the graphic designing is something which you create a visual concept, and you are the solution maker who put the themes into a visual form, and that visual concept and visual is called a graphic. You can use the software or by hand you can create it. And by for creating a graphic design, you can use illustration, typography, or some kind of product shoots, and whatever the visual part of a design or advertisement is called a graphic. And there are so many of other applications, like you can create a graphic for advertisement, brochure, magazine, and many more reports regarding with advertising stream. Over to you, Suchi.
Okay, so I'll just add on, it is a kind of visual communication where, you use various, typography or photography or illustration, some problem solving approach, and you try to communicate through these graphic designs. So that is in a nutshell. Of course, when you come as a student here, you will be getting a detailed understanding about graphic designing, and in fact you will be making graphic designs. You will be designing some website layout or game layout or some banners or posters using those graphics. And there are level 1, level 2, level 3 courses for graphic design. Back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. I think our next question is a great one because Khushi is really taking us back to all the basics with her question, which I'm sure a lot of students who are still, in a crucial decision-making kind of situation will appreciate a little more clarity. And Khushi asks us, what is applied arts?
Okay. Yeah, that's a okay, fine. So I think I should first explain you what is arts. So simple, arts in Hindi we say kala, and kala is good. And when we say gun means perfection, efficiency in doing anything. So that's a simple, idea about what is art. Now our program is fine arts. So what is that? Now this is creative art, which in Hindi is also known as Lalit Kala, which means that the fine artist or the students who are pursuing program in fine arts, they're required to develop skills, technique, which touches the hearts. Okay, it is more to do with the. It comes from heart. It touches the heart. There's emotion. There's feeling, and there's some kind of mass appeal. When we say painting, okay, fine arts and painting, and when you look at that painting, you are just, you know, into that, and you are visualizing as if you are part of that nature scape, and you are appreciating that. So that's fine art creating, which requires some developed skills and technique for mass appealing and communicating the message and emotions and feeling. Now comes the applied arts. I should say that it is more specialized, advanced, and applied aspects of art. More to do with the utilitarian value. It has some utility in the sense it is directed towards fulfilling the creative and artistic requirement of industry demands and market needs. Um, let's say logo designing, which is needed by all industries, all organizations which are there. So applied artist will first make it on some canvas using colors, poster color or watercolor or whatever medium they are using, and they will convert the same design into a digital logo format. So you can understand, as I said, specialized, advanced, and applied aspects of art, such that there's some utilitarian value added to it to fulfill the requirement of industry. So applied artists are more focused and oriented towards the industry demands and market needs. So logo designing is another, there was one question by the student, what are the career options? So logo designers, website designer, game designing, all this is aspects and career option for the applied artist or student who pursue BFA in applied art. Cartoonist, campaign designing, email designs, banners, packaging, creatives. Supposing like to make announcement for this particular webinar, there was a creative shared with you, which was very appealing and which was making people to tempted to come and attend webinar. So that creative designing, how it is going to appeal to the people. Animator, person can become animator, designer. So all industry, whether it is film industry, fashion designing, or TV, publishing houses, art studios, galleries, or production houses, advertising industry, I think they all need applied artists to work on various aspects, including manufacturing department, magazine also, and of course, not to forget academics. So applied arts is applied aspects of the fine arts, very specialized, very advanced, and more oriented towards the demands and requirement of the industry. I think Sameda may like to add on.
Yeah, actually, ma'am covered all the points already. So I just briefed some of the points. The applied art is more about commercial, and you work for the customer, and you work as an artist, but for customer for products and applied arts, not for yourself. You have to be a more commercial in the market to stand out for yourself in advertising field. So as in now, the applied arts is more about commercial and practical base where you applied your art and the design or the artwork. Over
Yeah,
to you.
just to
Yeah, ma'am.
supplement, for example, BFA in painting, there you are becoming a painter.
Yeah,
And when it is BFA applied arts, you are becoming a applied artist. Of course, painting or or sketching is part of it. But here you are working for agency, you are working for company, you are working for industry. Back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. Students, I think very, very encouraging answers there for all of you who wondered for years, how can you turn your creativity into market value, right? Something that stands in the industry and, and where your creativity brings, you're able to monetize it and you're really able to have an industrious career with it. So this is your go-to degree for that. This is the Bachelor's in Fine Arts program that we offer here at MIT World Peace University. Our next question is coming from a student who's asking us, can humanities students also pursue this course?
Any student who is having creative bent of mind, who really want to pursue career in fine artistic area or applied art area, whether from science background, whether from humanities background, whether from commerce background, all student can apply for this. Only thing is that you should have basics of drawing aptitude. Not that you have to be specialist, because we will make you specialist here when you come here. So one is interest and one is also aptitude for playing with colors, playing with uh, canvas, or visualizing and observing. And very importantly, requirement is eyes and hand coordinations, because you'll be looking um, um, as part of the presentation. Makaran sir did share with you, there was a live model who was sitting and all students were looking and drawing the sketch. So eyes and hand coordination, if you have this and color appeal, I think you are all set to come for this program. But what I suggest, you please apply and compete and see if you are the person best suited for this program at MIT World Peace University. Back to you, Suchi.
Great. Okay. All right. Our next question is coming from a student who is asking us, is there an age limit to be a student of this program?
For learning, of course, there's no age limit, but it is always advisable that because majority of the student, they will be 12th pass and they will be coming. So if this, I'm not aware about the age group of the student who has asked this question. So it is all that if you crack the selection process, as of now, we have not kept the age bar. But majority of the student, they are 12th pass, so they fall in that age bracket. Yes. Back to you, Suchi.
Great. Okay. Our next question is from Lakshmi, and she's asking us, is this course like a multimedia course?
Okay, so this course is Bachelor of Fine Arts in Applied Arts, where multimedia is a part of it to help you for motion picture or video gaming designs and all that. So I think I would like to invite Sameda here to help the student to understand about this question. Madam Sameda.
So multimedia and fine arts both are the different courses altogether, but they have some kind of connectivity and loop in between them. So in applied arts, you look towards more conceptual, more towards design, but in multimedia, you will go through more about video and the technical things and the layouts and more about technical course. But in applied arts, you will learn all together like every aspects of designing. So this is the difference between multimedia and applied arts.
Okay, so but I would just like to add here that we have open courses also. Supposing some student want to upgrade and upskill their knowledge, so they can opt for such courses. Uh, in addition, for Bachelor of Fine Arts program also, we also give student the most updated knowledge about software. So we have software training for Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Adobe Suite, and multimedia is another very specialized area for this aspect, as rightly pointed out by Samida. Back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. Next question is from Ridhima, and she's asking us, is the intermediate or elementary exam compulsory to get admission to this program?
Yes, that's compulsory for student in case they are intending to apply for BFA Applied Arts program. So you don't need to worry about what is being assessed in that is your drawing aptitude. So as Madam Sameda also advised that you please check the syllabus and practice, and I think don't worry and just appear for the exam. Sameda, you may like to
Yes,
advise.
yes, ma'am. Radhima, if you are from outside the Maharashtra, you can means you can give the exam of intermediate elementary grade exam as it is for Maharashtra only. Just you have to you have to forward to get the crack and exam for the elementary intermediate syllabus. So it is not compulsory or eligibility criteria for the entrance exam, UGPET entrance exam. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, back to you, Suchi.
Okay, so actually, I just want to quickly clarify this. What Samita ma'am said, you are saying that the UGPET exam for this program is not compulsory if you're appearing for the elementary exam. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Students, I hope you heard that loud and clear. It's either or. Okay, so you do have a choice. And okay, our next question is from a student who's asking us, I'm interested in cartooning. Is this also a part of the syllabus?
Sameda, can you please
Yes,
respond?
yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes, it's we have a one subject and the specialization also. It is a illustration, and illustration has some part of cartooning as well as a live sketching, cartooning, animation, how to set the storyboard for advertisement. So yes, for cartooning, applied arts is a good choice. So yeah, and we have in the syllabus also.
Okay, I'll just add on as Madam Samvita said that illustration, it is actually a picture or drawing or the act of creating the drawing such that you can create cartoons, you can create any creative work. Back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. Next question is coming from a student who is asking us, what is the total cost fees for this program?
Okay, so the fee for this program is 1,20,000 per annum, and it can be paid in two installment, rupees 70,000 at the time of admission and 50,000 before August 30th, 2020. And as was also informed in the presentation, that all nationalized banks, they give loan for our program, and so student, if they go and apply for educational loan, they get it very easily. And at the same time, from university side, there's tie-up with Bank of India and Axis Bank, who also gives you educational loan at a much less interest rate when compared with other banks. So you get educational loan also for pursuing this program from our university. Back to you, Suchi.
Great. Okay. Next, Priya is asking us, are there any drawing courses after a student pursues their 10th standard?
We are introducing few certificate courses. So any student can, any interested person who is really interested and keen to groom their drawing skill and all those things. So those certificate courses are also there, which we are launching very shortly. So you please visit our website and keep checking that when those windows open, because these are short certificate course, sometime 1 day, 2 days, sometimes 15 days, 1 month. That these kind of certificate courses are there for anyone interested in arts, in learning arts, applied arts. Yes. Back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. And what is the intake of the Bachelor of Fine Arts program at MIT-WPU?
We take 40 students uh, in a admission cycle per year. 40 students we take, and the duration of this program is 4 years, and we have 182 credits for the full program for 4 years. Samita, you may like to add on?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, it is okay.
But I think you may like to add on for certificate courses.
Yes, ma'am. We are going to introduce our certificate courses. It is more towards applied arts and many other creative works like printmaking, then a pottery making, then a mandala as art is very peaceful, and in fact we can use it for a psychology thing also. And there are so many of the things like animation, graphics, even a short courses or a diploma courses for softwares also. So you may like to join us after 10th exam for the short courses, and it will going to help you in the entrance exam and to be a part of applied arts. Yes, over
Okay,
to you.
great. Okay, great. Our next question is coming from a student who's asking us, are there any specializations available in this 4-year program?
Yes, for BFA Applied Arts program, the specialization in offer are typography, photography. We have computer graphics, illustration, exhibition design, display, and stagecraft. So these are the specialization, and I think Samita may like to add on to give more clarity. Samita?
Yes, ma'am. So we are offering you these five elective subjects in the last 2 years, third and fourth. As the first 2 years are basic knowledge of all elective subjects, specialization subjects, and in the third and fourth year you will totally work on your specialization subject. If you took the typography for your specialization subject, then you will work on from the basics. You will go through your whole portfolio, the campaign, the branding. Even you will create a one font of yourself in the typography project. So this is the brief of taking a specialization as a subject in last 2 years. Over
Yeah,
to
back
you.
to you, Suchi.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. And we have another student asking us as to the kinds of job roles and careers, actual designations that we can look forward to after graduating from this revered program.
We already answered that question, but I'll re-inform. So art director, creative director, graphic designer, painter, you can be sketching artist, applied artist, animator, visualizer, and if you also upgrade and take few specialized lessons, then multimedia artist. So gallery manager, commercial art gallery manager, community art manager, then you can be a printmaker. So these are campaign designer. So all these are the areas, and the fields can be advertising, events and publicity, or creative fields, including packaging and everything. These are all areas where there's great demand for applied artists. Back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. Students, you heard the great career prospects that are there with this program. Remember, it's not just arts, it's applied arts, and truly so, because it is about how you can take your creative and artistic abilities and apply it to the market demands. Okay, our next question is from Keisha, and she's asking us, I am from Rajkot, Gujarat. I've attended the elementary and intermediate examination and have passed it as well. Is the Maharashtra and Gujarat's examination different from the other?
Yes, of course, because that is Gujarat state specific. This is Maharashtra state specific. Uh, we can consider your case. We need to see what are your scores, and based on that, we'll get back to you. Samida, you may like to add on.
No, ma'am, it's a perfect. We're supposed to see your work first and your credit or the whatever grade you got it, and then we'll move forward according to that.
In that case, you may not be required to appear for UGPAT. We need to check what are your score,
Yes.
where is your merit, where are you standing, and then based on that, we'll take a decision.
Yes.
Back to you, Suchi.
Okay, great. All right, Keisha, I hope that was reassuring for you. All right, students, at this point, do keep an eye out on your screen. In some time, we will show you the admissions links that are important for you to go ahead and apply for this program. And also, I'd like to share that we are currently accepting admissions applications to this Bachelor of Fine Arts program. So do log into admissions.mitwpu.edu.in after this webinar is over, and please select the program of your choice, the Bachelor of Fine Arts program, and send in your applications to us. You heard how accommodating the admissions process really is. You know that the 12th standard results, as well as any other details which you cannot provide at this point, is perfectly all right. You can always come back and fill those details later, but we do encourage you to send in your admissions applications early, because it helps us get in touch with you and make sure that you appear for the rest of the process as seamlessly as possible. All right, now on your screen, you can see that WhatsApp number, which is an important one for all of you. The number is 9881 492 848. So that's 9881 492 848. So once this webinar is over, and if you still have questions, please feel free to hit us up on that number, and we'll be happy to answer all your queries. Okay, I think we have time for one last question from our student. It's an important one, and our student is asking us, will this exam be conducted online?
Yeah, so as I said that there's a possibility that we'll be conducting this exam online. Usually we conduct the examination by calling you to a location near your, in your city only. But since this COVID pandemic and lockdown, so we'll be conducting online examination. So sitting at home, you can appear for this entrance examination. You will get the communication from university shortly about this.
And I would like to add
Yeah.
that though it is online examination, it's a drawing test, so it will be 1 hour drawing test. So a different method will be actually executed to conduct such type of examination.
Yes.
Okay, great. I think that is absolute positive and great news for all of you, dear students. Please be assured that we put your safety always first, and everything that we discussed today has been discussed with you, keeping in mind your safety first. So absolutely, as to the entrance exams, you can expect it online as we go further into our admission season. And once again, do apply earlier rather than later, because that allows us to get you information early enough so that you can prep up for the rest of the selection procedure and be early in the process. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed this session, dear students. I'd like to thank all of you, our esteemed faculty members and dear students, for joining us for today's webinar. And before we go, I have a very special announcement to make. This webinar recording will be available for all of you on YouTube. That's right. In a few days' time, please log into the MIT World Peace University official YouTube channel, and you should be able to find all of this plethora of information that was shared with you today. And lastly, dear students, I am going to launch one student feedback poll, because we are always looking to hear about your thoughts and what you thought about this webinar and how we can help you further. So please do go right ahead and send in your votes and let us know what you thought of it.